The other day I had the idea to make an enchant sorceress that self-wielded infinity. I really wanted to try to make something with fire, and I tried firewall, but it didn't quite work out. So I wound up getting maxed out Nova, prioritizing for max lightning mastery, and then maxed out enchant and warmth and put the rest into fire mastery. So we only got 6 points there, but it's more than enough to make our mercenary a beast. She was holding ice bow before, but now we've got her holding a faith bow, and I think she just does more damage, and I think the attack speed might be worth it. Plus faith bow is going to be more often than not just a better rune word to make. You know, if you were to try to make a choice between faith bow, ice, or whatever else, faith is always a good one to have. That's one I think everybody with melee characters with the bows on other things, they should have a faith bow. So that said, this build is capable of doing players 8. First I'm going to show it on players 1, but it's really like players 1 through 5. It kind of falls off at players 5 or so, just like a normal Nova Sorceress would. But let me show you just the power of the mercenary. She's hitting 3,400. Do I even have her enchanted? Yeah, so I could get maybe like an extra 1,000 or 2 damage if I was to run a bunch of fire skillers. But I found that running lightning skillers for this in particular is just better, so that I can have a strong Nova. Especially on the higher player count, the Nova is more necessary. Speaking of necessary, here's a quick word about today's sponsor. Accidents happen all the time, more than 15,000 every single day. When an accident occurs, you need to make sure you're okay, get a police report, contact your insurance, and get legal representation. Injured and don't know where to start? With Morgan & Morgan, it's so easy. You can even text your attorney during the duration of your case. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim without ever having to leave the couch. In 8 clicks or less, you can submit a claim with Morgan & Morgan. If you're ever injured in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. You can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without having to leave your couch. For more information, go to forthepeople.com or dial pound law. That's pound 529 from your cell phone. But you could definitely like let the mercenary do everything for you, like right here. By the way, if you enjoy the videos, do me a massive favor, hit that like for me and make sure you're subscribed. It really does help the channel. It helps the videos get viewed more. It helps me. But yeah, let me go through this and then I'll change it. I'll go on this difficulty, and I'll also do players 8. Ideally, I would have enough strength to hold my monarch, but I don't have any more tokens, so it is what it is. This is just hero edited anyways, but ideally I would have either spirit on swap, or I'd have like a phoenix on swap for when my mana gets low. But other than that, I think we're all good. We're a little bit potion thirsty, but the mercenaries more so just kind of support. But she's really strong though at the same time. And then if she gets her little revives or whatever, you know, those are gonna be like that. They're gonna be pretty powerful, just for the simple fact unfortunately I'm not able to enchant them, but it's all good. Did I clear everything? Must have not. There he goes. He's on a delay. Finally now getting over this cold. I jinxed myself when I said I thought I was over it. Wound up taking another day or 2 to get over it. Alright, so let's show this on players 8 now, just so you can get an idea. I'm also going to show some other sorceress stuff probably over the next week or so, and just whatever happens to come to mind. Oh, this is definitely not players 8. All right. We're definitely probably going to be a lot more potion hungry. Something like static field's going to become a lot more important on higher player counts, and then like even like those guys are a lot beefier. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is an infinity wielding Nova Sorceress, so I mean it's going to be strong. I just wanted to take the opportunity to use a different mercenary since we you know, since we have the infinity on ourselves. I didn't really want to go with an insight mercenary, even though that could arguably be better, especially with the enchant and everything. But at the same time, it's not like the crit strike or anything like that from the insight is gonna benefit. It's not like you're gonna get double fire damage or something on the mercenary, so I kind of like the idea of having a ranged mercenary. But I mean, like, as you can see, all these regular enemies are just a lot more tanky than they would be on a lower player count. But it's definitely viable on players 8. As you can see, it's just like you're gonna get hurt more because you gotta stand around longer in order to try to take out enemies. I personally pretty much 99% of the time I'm on players 1 BattleNet, so see, like I didn't even get enough potions. As you can, I mean, I'll go through to Diablo so you can see that fight on players 8. Really, a Nova Sorceress isn't really typically something you would run on players 8. Regardless, probably stick to like players 3 or players 5. God, I hate that poison. Really, also, I don't, even though I do have some like really nice pieces of gear, I don't have ideal fire res. Like over here, I'm pretty not in the best spot with my res. God. So I mean, yeah, I just wouldn't even bother with this on players 8, and then Diablo's not even going to be a fast kill because we're going to be hitting him, you know, he's going to have like what, like 600,000 health, and we're going to be taking away 4,000 at a time with Nova. So I mean, that said, this is definitely a players 1 kind of build. It's not a players 8 thing. You could do it, but at a certain point you're just being inefficient because you could get like 3 or 4 runs done in the same time that it would get 1 on players 8, and the drop difference isn't enough to make up for that loss in speed. That's the way that I see that. Excuse me? Is it on players 1? I did set it right. Yep. I hate how she'll like start walking unnecessarily though. Like, just stand there and shoot. You don't need to walk. At that point, she's trying to show off her new leggings or something. Is she not enchanted? She's enchanted. She's just... Those guys are players 8. That's what that is. Yeah, look. That's the difference. Really, if you want to be super meta with this character, every time you teleport, look, she's shooting. She's not being a dumbass. So, this is the way to do it, I think. Man, on this character, Infinity, Mage Fist, 2 FCR rings, Arachnid's Mesh, 220 source amulet, griffins, and then probably would have been a lot better off if I went for actually shit, we still got kind of shitty res even with Chains of Honor. I could have put maybe something else on instead of Chains of Honor to get more damage, but I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, we could have maybe got a Nova Ormus or something. As you can see, she's pretty tough in here. Nothing's really a problem for this character on players 1. Even on players 3, I feel like you're gonna kind of just breeze through everything. So yeah, that's the character. And then Faith, Treachery, and Wisdom. We could maybe benefit even from having like a jeweler's tiara of something, you know, maybe something with min damage or max damage or something like that, and then put 3 40-15 jewels in there so we even attack even faster than we do now. Because as much as the Pierce is cool, Pierce might not even be really the best for this. You might benefit more from a 3-socketed jeweler's helm with the right stuff on it. Not that that's going to be an easy find by any means though. So I don't think Wisdom's a bad choice for this mercenary. But everybody have a great day. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos so much. Take it easy, everybody.